Hey, what's up guys? This is T-Bone here. So this is going to be the second video I'll be making for the anniversary update for the game Heir of Chaos. Now again, just wanted to start off by saying that all of the information here and all of the resources I'm using is from the test server, not my own account. I do this so that I'm able to show you how each of the features work. And today what we're going to focus on is the new feature that is battle formation. I mentioned this a little bit in my first video, but today we're going to dig into this much deeper. So let's take a look. So what we know is that battle formation is a way for you to improve your faction specific power level. And so you can see here right now all of mine are at 0, but you can choose your favorite one. And since Cove faction is the new one, let's go ahead and jump into this one and see what it's all about. So we'll first start out by taking a look at the UI here. And so if you wanted more information, on the bottom left there is a little information icon that is going to give you the general rules. So you can certainly read through that, but I'm going to explain to you in detail how this all works. So the first thing is so you can see the center here where it's this level 1. There are various nodes that expand from the node. You need to activate them. And once you activate them, you're going to gain additional boost. So you can see there's also images here that sort of correspond to what they are. So you have attack boost and health and also critical hit, tenacity, accuracy, dodge, etc. And as you level up, as you activate these different nodes, you're going to be able to then level up. In order to level up, you need to activate all of the nodes around it. Then it tells you what the various levels will do for your faction. So for example, if I were to go up to level 2, I will be able to, so let's just read this. Level 2, for each additional Cove unit deployed, Cove unit's magic resistance will be increased by 4%. So by going up to level 2, I gain 4% of magic resistance for all my units in Cove. So let's go ahead and take a look. So we can select one. Let's say we wanted to give one, do a unit damage addition. So here are the requirements. So the first thing is you need to have at least 20 out of 20 Regnant Pirate tokens. So by owning the tokens, you will be able to activate it. So let's go ahead and we also need to use these what they call energy cores. So we'll go ahead and activate it. And so once you activate it, then you can see that you have these additional items that you can then use to activate as well. It is going to cost you unit tokens though, so this is not something that is easily doable by any means, but it is one of those things where you can pick a faction that will be easier to get started. Cove faction is new, and using pirates is going to be a little bit expensive because it is an SSR unit, but I'll just show you what it's all about. So notice that after I upgraded this one right here, the one that is above is also something that I can activate if I wanted to, but if I want to level up, I need to activate around, I need to activate around the center node. So we'll go ahead and activate again. So again, we'll use 150 cores and 20 tokens. So let's just go ahead and activate. So as we continue to activate additional nodes, you'll see it starts to connect more and more. And then so we're gonna go and we're just gonna go all the way around. And so now that we have the main ones activated, we still have these additional ones that need to be activated. Now these ones don't require any tokens, they just require you to have the energy cores. So we'll go ahead and activate them with the cores. Now these ones don't activate additional nodes outside of it, so these are the ones that are in between. So we'll go ahead and activate them all. And now what we need to do is we need to also go around on the outside. So let's go ahead and activate all of these. So it will take a while to upgrade for sure. It definitely isn't something that will be easily, you can't just do this immediately right away. And it looks like I need to activate this as well. And so now we have to light up all the battle formations in order to upgrade. So we'll go ahead and light up this as well. Now we have, we still have some more to go, and that is the outside. So you can see, in order for you to get to level 2, this is not something that will happen immediately. It is something that you're going to build up over time. And so let's go ahead and go through all of these. Then we'll talk about the requirements to upgrade and why you will want to consider doing this. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look now. We have just a few more, so let's go ahead and activate them. So we'll talk about how do you obtain these energy cores, and of course it is pretty straightforward as to where the tokens come from. All right, so let's go ahead and activate. Now that we've activated all of the nodes around the center, we are now able to jump up by a level. So let's go ahead and upgrade to level 2. So in order to upgrade, you just need to have gold at this point. So once you upgrade, you're going to have a permanent status boost for all of your Cove units, okay? And so now your magic resistance is increased by 4%, and then it keeps going. Once you go up though, the requirements are going to be increased. So now you're going to need 24 of the pirates. Well, actually, this is not SSR, so it's my mistake. This is an SR unit. And so it is going to require 24 tokens in order to upgrade. So, but once you go to level 3, you're going to get additional updates, and you're going to have an increase of your health for all Cove units. Now, at any time, you can reset. Okay, you can reset any node if you want it to, and you need to activate it in order to reset, because you could choose and pick which of the attributes you would like to increase during this time. So you know until you level up, you can focus on more attack, or you can focus on more accuracy depending on the type of unit you like to use. And of course, this is something that you build over time. All right, so let's take a look at the requirements. So we know where you would get the unit tokens from. So where do you get the energy core? So in the top up here, if you click on the plus button, it'll tell you, it'll take you to the Alchemy Workshop. So this is where you can obtain the energy cores. The very important thing to note though is, notice I have almost 2 million cores in here. Well, that is just for the Cove faction. So every faction will have its specific energy core, so you will have to obtain them for the faction that you care about. So if you go into the alchemy shop, this is where you could obtain them. You'll come to this UI. So here, you are basically going to have to first go into the formula. In the formula here, you basically once a day you're going to get 3 chances to select from each of these items. So this is where you have formulas. So these formulas will give you different energy cores depending on the faction. So you can see here we have one for castle and rampart, and then we also have it for dungeon, and here's another one for castle, and this is an expert one. So depending on the rarity, the output is going to be different. So for example, this one gives you 30 and this one gives you 235. So a big difference there. So I already have one going here, and what you want to do is you could just kind of add them to the list here, and you could at any time you can speed up the production. So this one will go for about an hour, and so we're gonna go ahead and speed it up. Once we speed it up, then you can take a look in the warehouse. You now have your core, and also so let's see here. So now I can drag this. This one requires alchemy potions, so I need more potions. I don't have enough potions. And so now the problem here is we need alchemy potions. Where do we get the potions, you ask? Well, see, right now I cannot do anything because I don't have any materials. If we go back to the warehouse, you can refine potions, all right? And if you go into the refine potion option, here's where you can use any of these catalysts to gain your potions. So let's say, for example, if you have, a lot of the upgrade, the crystals that you can use. For example, you can also just use any items, okay, anything that's farmable, and so we can just go ahead and get ourselves a bunch of these alchemy potions, and now we have upgraded to 42,000. So let's see, 42,000 is quite sufficient. So in order to get here, we need 80,000. So let's go back to the warehouse. So let's go refine ourselves some more, and if we take a look, it is just like how you would upgrade units. These crystals are much more effective than any other items, right? So let's see. So now we're gonna go ahead and refine these, and we have 90,000. So we go to the formula. Now we can go ahead and get ourselves a castle energy core, and we're expected to get about 235 to 335. So we're gonna go ahead and drag it into here. You can queue it up, right? So the idea is if you have enough potions, you can queue up, but we need at least 10,000 here. So let's say And this is going to go for 4 hours, so you can use gems if you want it to speed up, or you could just let it go for 4 hours. And you're also given 3 chances to refresh. So if you don't like anything that you see on the list, you can also go ahead and refresh. So we're going to go ahead and do a refresh here and see if we can get anything for the faction we want. So the idea here is you go to the alchemy workshop, go to the formula to pick the one that you want for the faction you care about, and then you go ahead and produce it. In order to produce it, you need to have the alchemy potions. You get the alchemy potions by refining the the materials that you use for evolving your units, and then you can go back and buy them. Once it's done, you'll see the core in the list here, and so we're gonna go ahead and select it. And we can also go ahead and speed up our energy core, and this is going to be for the castle faction. So now if we go back to the castle faction, we can take a look and see what the requirements are. So here are the requirements in order to upgrade are going to be a lot simpler. So we're going to be looking at pikemen and also marksmen. So these are rare units, so it is a lot easier to obtain. So we can definitely start with the castle faction. In fact, I highly recommend that you go with the castle faction to begin with, because this is one of the more common free-to-play factions that most people should already have access to. And so you can go ahead and start activating and start increasing your power level for your faction right away. Another one is going to be probably you can look at Rampart, Stronghold, I would say Infernal. Those are the ones that are going to be really good because they're basically free to play, right? And so depending on your faction, you want to go with that. You can already see my power level just from the one upgrade is now 135, and for Cove I've now upgraded to 5,000. Okay, and so it is a nice little way to help you gain more power for your units. If we go now to take a look at the Cove units, we can take a look and see that we have some additional boost to our you can't see it here, but definitely you'll notice it from when you play, because your units will now have the additional magic resistance. And so this is battle formation. This is how it works. So again, like I said, Cove is going to be a little bit harder to begin with, because it does require SR unit tokens to begin with, and those are going to be harder to obtain in the beginning. So it's definitely not one that you're going to want to start with. Whereas a Castle is one that is extremely easy to get started with. You just need to make sure that you can obtain enough of the energy core, and again, energy cores can easily be farmed by going to the formula. Okay, and so so basically what you want to do is you want to make sure that you have enough alchemy potions, refine it using the crystals. These are items that you can also farm for in the guild maps, and also just from your daily play. And so really easy way to get started. So hopefully this gives you an idea of how the battle formation works. Hope you enjoyed it, and also hope this answers any question you may have. And of course, feel free to let me know if there is any. Comment down in the video below, let me know what you think. And again, this has been a test from this has been done on the test server, so I'm able to do this because of that. Otherwise I wouldn't really be able to show you the Cove faction. Anyways, this is gonna be it for this video, and this has been a intro to battle formations. Hope you enjoyed it. Thank you very much, take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye now.